Hey there, Herd. It's Brad and Steve. Brad made it alive back from the trail, so we're happy to have him here. We are getting near the end of the first round of the NHL playoffs, and we've got 26 contenders in this Ram round. So a pretty good turnout for the NHL playoffs. We have three series complete out of the eight that are running, and so you probably saw that the Stars beat the Wild. Unfortunately, Dave's upset pick did not come to fruition, and the Wild fell to the Stars 4-2. The Hurricanes also knocked off the Islanders 4-2, and then the Vegas Golden Knights took down the Winnipeg Jets 4-1. So all those were favorites. So far for the series that have completed, all the favorites have won. I'm going to turn it over to Brad to talk about the series that we have left. And then we'll also give you some information at the end of this about how round two is going to work in RAM.
So far the favorites have won all the series, but what is left is some major RAM points. And a lot of that action is going to happen today. One of those games is going to be a game that's near and dear to Steve's heart. That's the Seattle Kraken versus the Colorado Avalanche. Kraken were the Kraken. They were heavy underdogs in this, but there's 4.75 Ram points, and it all is coming down to the game, and that game is today.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That game is tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the two game sevens are tomorrow. Yeah,
two game sevens. So Sunday has the two big games, and I'll just roll right into the next one, which is the Boston, Florida game. That's the biggest upset that is available in the first round, and that is currently a 3-3 split. So if the Panthers beat the Bruins, then there is 5.5 Ram points out there. So just between those two games I mentioned, tomorrow's two games, there are 10 Ram points available, over 10. And so far, the most, even if you got every team right so far, you would have scored about 4.5, 5 Ram points. So either of those games is going to put the entire, if the underdogs win, it's going to put this entire Ram scoring round on its head. Today, we have Toronto at Tampa Bay, and that's going to be a good game. Toronto is currently up 3-2, so that game could be pushed to a 7. New Jersey is up on New York 3-2, and I believe both of those teams are the favorites in those, but they're both very closely ranked. So there's not big fantasy or Ram points on for that. Now, the Edmonton-Los Angeles game is a big game because currently Edmonton is up, but the Los Angeles Kings offer 4.5 points. So if they manage to win this game, then we could have all three of the biggest underdogs coming into the series going to game 7. And so that would be pretty cool just to see. You just don't see that often, where the three biggest underdogs in a round in a 7-game series make it all to the game 7 of it. So it's exciting. Tomorrow's going to be a huge day for hockey, so I probably will tune in for those games. I'm not a big hockey fan, but once again, one of the big aspects of RAM that we love is it does get you excited about games that you probably never have really thought about watching. And so tomorrow I'll definitely be tuned in and at least keeping track of those scores. But Steve's going to finish us out in the video and take us through what's going to happen if we have a turn, or maybe some teams are going on to play that have already finished their series, and the beginning of the next round. So Steve, you want to walk us through how that's going to work?
Sure. So we are going to wait. So sometimes in the NBA and the NHL, when you have these 7-game series, and there are some series that are going to game 7s, but the others finish early, they will start like game 1 of round 2 of the playoffs before round 1 has concluded. So in the event that happens, we're all going to just operate with the same information. We are going to wait until all of the series in round 1 have completed, and then we will do the round entry for round 2. And so in the event that the Golden Knights have started playing and they've won one game in their new series, We would all know that going in, and our RAM points are reflective of that most recent information with how the risk is kind of tailored to the scoring. So everybody would have the same information, but we would wait until round one had completed. So there might be one or two games that have finished in the second round, but that's how that's going to work. Like Brad said, there's a lot of points still at play with these game sevens. So if you're going to tune in for anything in the first round, tomorrow night is the night with the Kraken and the Avalanche and the Bruins and the Panthers. I will say 7 out of 26 teams actually picked both those teams to win, both of them. So similar, if they won, if both teams won, we might have a big divide similar to what happened in the first round of the recent March Madness tournament when we had that 16 seed win. So crazy thing. So tune in to see what happens tomorrow. Keep your horns up, and we'll be passing more information your way as soon as we have it.